And welcome back. Our final guest is showcasing his talent in and behind the scenes. It's a Brooklyn-based artist, Ty-Quan Steven Payne. He's the founder of Love Payne Productions, a place to share his and fellow artists' works. It's driven by curiosity, and a darkly humorous perspective that explores human vulnerability. Let's welcome to the show, Ty-Quan Steven Payne. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate you.
I was getting in there for you, but check it out. You've been in this business for a little while now?
Yeah, I've been acting since I was 8 years old, and I started Love Payne Productions in 2016.
Oh, all right. So yeah, you spent some time in it.
Yeah.
And what made you want to get into producing and all that stuff?
I was at a certain point, I found it hard to find a job. Just struggling, going on a bunch of auditions, and then just a year or 2 years of not getting work, not getting any job at all. So I was like, let me try. If I can't find a job, let me create the perfect job for me, create a role for myself, and connected with my friends and hiring them as actors, having them give me feedback, and I created Love Payne Productions. Yeah.
There you go. So you put 2 feet in and said, all right, let's do the dance in this now.
Exactly.
This is the job. I'm not going to work for anybody else but myself.
Yeah.
How's that working for yourself instead of going to a 9 to 5?
It feels good. I just recently transitioned out of education in November, so I've been just full at it full time since then. I just finished a reading of one of my newest full-length plays that I'm trying to do a workshop for in the fall. So it feels good being consistent every single day.
There you go, working it out. Look at you.
Yeah.
All right. That picture was this picture of what?
That was me with my students during an event. So we had a 2-day event where our girl students had a little tea party where they got to dress up and work with all of the teachers and the nurses in our school. Yeah. And then the boys, we got to dress up. They learned how to tie ties, and then we also did book reading.
Yeah. And then you have David's Destinee, an enticing trailer of a man dealing with the duality of what areas of your life and this character lived through. What areas?
So David's Destinee is a short film that I finished a couple of years ago. Should be coming out this summer. And if David lived through any era of my life, it would be the pandemic. David is a character because of a traumatic experience. I think all of us experienced during that time.
Yeah.
He ends up developing agoraphobia and that fear of being in crowded spaces or the fear of going outside. So I tapped into my observations of myself and others during that time to really work on that character.
Yeah. We had a little something running there while you were talking.
Oh yeah, the trailer. Yeah.
There it is right there. Yeah. So that's the piece.
So there's a bit of a love story intertwined into it, and he's a musician as well, so I had to learn how to hold the trumpet, play it.
You didn't know how to do that before?
No, no. I had to learn on set in real time, and it's harder than it looks. On TV or watching the musicians who's trained to do it, it looks easy. It's extremely hard to just blowing it just to get one note. I struggled a lot.
Yeah. Wow. And you were putting it all together. Were you playing for real, or you were doing the Millie?
I had to act like it. I watched a lot of Armstrong, a lot of other jazz musicians on YouTube just to figure out what the movements look like, what do they do with their mouths, how does it look like when they're blowing into it. And then there was someone on set, a trained musician who helped me as well. So she was
good.
Do this, stand like that. Yeah.
Doing the whole thing.
Yep. So it was fun. And then I do have a moment where there is a scene in the movie where he breaks out of his mental breakdown and he grabs his trumpet and then he does play. So I do get the opportunity, camera just pans around me in a circle and I can just go ahead and do it. Yeah. Beautiful.
I wonder if we can see a piece of this trailer. Can we pull that up so we can check out the trailer?
She's pretty. You think she's prettier than me?
No, I don't. I'm Destinee. I just moved in across the street.
I'm David.
And you're gaga over this chick, and in your twisted head, you're thinking, can I save her? Which is freaking hilarious, being that you can't even walk out the front door for me.
You ever been trapped, David? Just darkness. You see a light shining in the window, yet you're just too hyped to jump.
No, I get it. I really do. So you gonna play for me?
No, you are.
Now you want to play hero? For her? Where were you when I needed you? Huh, David? Or maybe you're thinking she'll save you.
Bam, coming this fall, huh?
Yes.
You ready for it?
Yeah, I'm
you
excited.
excited about it?
I'm very excited.
Everybody in your camp excited?
Yeah. My family is excited. My mom is probably like the biggest cheerleader for it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we went to Philly and she couldn't stop talking about it. Like, be ready, y'all gotta be ready. Because hopefully the premiere will be in the director. He's from Newark, New Jersey, so he's trying to find a theater there that we can put it up. So they'll be ready to travel. So the camp is gonna be ready to go.
The words "my son" came out a lot, right? My
Yes.
son put the,
Yep.
but she's your biggest promoter, right?
Yeah. I'm an only child, so like that.
Yeah. She's telling the world, right?
Exactly.
Good. So mom is down with the camp too.
Yes.
You know, she's gonna tell the whole crew, and she's gonna be calling everybody that she knows.
Sure
She
is.
went through a phone list, right?
Yep, everybody. Facebook, her. My mom is also a bishop, so at church she's in the pulpit. Yep, be ready, y'all. My son is doing this. Be ready, come through.
And we're gonna see if we can show it in church.
Yep.
We're gonna take all the cursing out. There's no cursing in it.
In the film, no cursing. Yeah.
So you
There's
can show it in
there's
church.
some small violence, but no cursing yet.
Yeah. So where's it gonna open at?
Hopefully, right now it's up in the air. Like I'm just waiting to hear from the director,
Yeah.
Cornell Barnes. This was his like student like thesis film.
Yeah.
So he's looking to premiere it at a few festivals, and then also again like looking to find a theater in Newark, New Jersey, where he can rent it out because that's his hometown.
Yeah, and you know what? You can talk to our producers right here at BronxNet to see if we can feature it here.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be
Now,
great.
what's the tie-in to Love? Was it Love Productions?
Love Payne Productions.
Love Payne Productions.
So that's just David's Destiny, just a movie that I was in as an actor. Love Payne Productions is just my company where I produce my work and like other theater artists.
Yeah. It's
So
great.
I started that in 2016, just like again like as a like conduit to like produce for myself, write for myself, and then help others who had the same feeling that I had. Are you struggling
Yeah.
to get work? I got a production company. I got this connection to this theater. Let's work.
Good.
Let's get some actors. Let's put your show up.
Yeah. What theater do you work at?
So I have a connection with Royal Family Productions, which is a small nonprofit theater on 44th Street and Broadway.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then also with I work with Mass Transit Street Theater, which is a nonprofit theater out here in the Bronx.
Oh,
so
all right,
they
yeah.
don't Mass Transit doesn't really have their own theater, but we've actually when I started with them back in 2008. We performed here at Lehman, we performed at Hostos, and then we go into schools
good.
and use either their theaters or their classrooms. And now, because we're not doing like shows, but we're doing workshops. So right now, starting April and in May, we'll be going into schools in the Bronx and doing creative writing workshops to
that's
speak
good,
about power and how it affects us. So it's like power imbalance, power within you, how power affects you outside, or what is power to you, what does it look like, and then what does that mean, or how do you gain power, things
Yeah.
like that.
You got courtesy of professionalism.
Yeah,
Respect.
so CPR, that is...
That's a
I
good name
produced
right
that-
there,
thank you.
CPR.
I produced that with Mass Transit, so this is the first full-length show that they produced of my own. where I had an incident with 2 police officers. They racially profiled 2 of my students during a dismissal, and myself and another one of my
That
colleagues.
wasn't acting, that was real.
That was a real situation, yeah. And I just like took that situation and I like felt really passionate about it. I had 3 cops being extremely racist, demeaning to me and my colleagues, and just disrespectful to my students. And I had to say something, and I put it on paper.
Yeah.
And out came CPR, and it's a very powerful piece, in my opinion. Feedback that I've gotten from it was, police need to read it so that they can see how they affect the students when they're policing students, or how they interact with the school system. I think a way that schools can better protect students without having policing is to build more supportive and inclusive spaces, and also like listening to students, right? Like our students have ideas and opinions. So like one of the best things that I could have done as a dean was including my students in the disciplinary like part of what's happening in school. So like if an incident happened and I'm speaking with the student that caused the incident, all right, let's talk about this. What happened? Why did it happen? All right, what do you think your consequence should be? And sometimes you figure out like they're more harsh than what you could figure out for them. So our kids, they want to do good, so we just have to help them.
So everyone needs to learn CPR.
Yeah, and I titled it that because that's exactly what is on the side of the police car.
Yeah.
And those things were not extended to us from those police officers.
Courtesy, professionalism, and all that.
And respect, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why
Courtesy,
it's titled
professionalism,
that.
and respect, right. Wow, that's deep. That's a good name, CPR.
Thank you.
On that book. That book is out now?
CPR, yeah, it's a play. If there are producers or if there are schools who are open and
It's
need
a book
play,
and a play?
It's a play, yeah.
Yeah.
If schools are open and looking for a play to be produced about policing in the school system, CPR is available.
Yeah.
I do have a book of short plays that's available on my website, Love Payne Productions, and on Amazon. Shadows and Silhouettes, short plays for uncertain times. Which is just a collection of some of the first plays I've ever written. So like everything like 2016 and prior. So things that I've written in college up until 2016. And then I think I added 1 play from like 2020.
Wow, you've done some work, huh?
Yeah, just trying to stay active all the time.
Now a lot of it's coming to fruition.
Yes, it feels good.
It feels real good. So we got the big thing coming up in the fall. We'll be looking forward to that.
Yes.
We'll see if we can get it here on Bronxnet also.
Yeah, we love that.
Yeah. And listen, thank you so much. Give us your website and everything where we can go and get more information.
So you can go to my website, lovepayneproductions.com, and then you can follow me on Instagram at Margella_monologues.
There you go. We appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Ty-Quan Steven Payne, multifaceted theater artist and educator and producer.
Yes.
And songwriter.
Not
and
yet.
author.
All of that.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much.